If you're moving to Prince George and you want to be 5 minutes from Costco, Superstore, Pine Centre Mall, CN Centre, and the College of New Caledonia all at the same time, there's exactly one neighborhood in the city that pulls that off. And most people moving here have never even heard of it. My name is Mark, and on this channel, we don't do highlight reels. We tell you what the neighborhood is actually like. The good, the things you need to think about, and the things that matter when you're making a real financial decision. Today, that neighborhood is Westwood. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly who this place is built for and whether it's the right fit for you and your family. So, where exactly is Westwood? The neighborhood runs along the Aspika corridor, sitting between Massey Drive and Ferry Avenue on the southern side of what locals call the Bowl. That matters because the southern side of the Bowl is where the majority of Prince George services, shopping, and infrastructure actually sits. Westwood does not just happen to be convenient. It is positioned exactly where the city's amenities are concentrated. The vibe here is what I would describe as quietly established. These are streets with mature trees, wide lots, and families that have been here for 20 years, sitting next to young couples who just bought their first place. Owner occupancy in this corridor runs between 74 and 78%. People buy here and they stick around. The Westwood Pub on Cherry Ave, the Westwood Mennonite Brethren Church, these are the kinds of anchors that tell you something real about the character of a place. Now let's talk about the market, because Westwood gives you more options than most people realize. The majority of what you're going to find in Westwood is 1960s and 70s split-level construction, the typical BC box. And those homes track right around the citywide benchmark of approximately $446,800 for a single-family detached as of February 2026. Those specific blocks and property condition will move that number. But here's something most neighborhood videos do not mention. Westwood has a townhouse option that a lot of people overlook. Beech Crescent, right inside the neighborhood, has a collection of townhouses that typically come in between $200,000 and $300,000. If you are a first-time buyer who is not quite at the detached home budget yet, that is a meaningful entry point that does not exist in most other centrally located neighborhoods in the city. Now, the BC box design is almost perfectly engineered for a secondary suite conversion. Partially submerged basement, separate entrance potential, good ceiling height. The layout in the majority of these homes lends itself naturally to a legal suite. A two-bedroom basement suite in Westwood is currently renting in the range of $1,250 to $1,400 a month in 2026. On a property bought at the benchmark price with a standard down payment, that rental income is offsetting somewhere close to 88% of your base mortgage cost. It's not just a side note, that is a strategy. Quick pause. If you're seriously considering a move to Prince George and you want the full breakdown on how to evaluate neighborhoods like this one specific to your situation, drop the word guide in the comments below and tell me what fits your situation. I'll send the link right over. Now here's the thing about Westwood that does not show up in listing descriptions. The location is generally unlike anything else in the city at this price point. Pine Centre Mall is a 2-minute drive away. Save on Foods and Shoppers Drug Mart are right inside of it. Costco is also 2 minutes away. Superstore, also 2 minutes. CN Centre, about 3 to 4 minutes. And the CNC is about 5 minutes away. UNBC up the hill is about 8 to 10 minutes away. And the Urgent Centre and Hospital are both within 10 minutes. Westwood sits right on the middle of it all because that is exactly where the services are. And if you've ever lived somewhere where running errands eats your entire Saturday, you understand exactly what that's worth. That is not a coincidence. The Southern Bowl is where Prince George built its commercial and institutional infrastructure, and Westwood is sitting right at the center of it. That centrality is the one thing you cannot renovate into a property later on. You simply can't move the location. And here is one that catches people off guard every single time. Right across the street on Westwood Drive, you have the Prince George Golf and Curling Club. Golf course, curling sheets, pickleball courts, tennis courts, and a rock climbing wall. All of that across the street from a residential neighborhood. Not to mention a boxing gym at Inner City Boxing is also right nearby. If you play any of those sports, or you're moving here with kids and want accessible activities within walking distance of your home, that is a genuine lifestyle feature that most people only discover after they've already lived there. Ginter's Meadows is about a 2-minute drive or a 15-minute walk. It's one of the only designated off-leash dog parks in the entire city. It also connects to the UNBC Connector Trail, which gives you over 1.5 kilometers of trails up Massey Hill with views of the city. And in winter, Otway Nordic Centre is about 15 minutes away for cross-country skiing and snowshoeing. People from out of province are always surprised by that one. CN Centre, along with an oval skating rink, are also just 2 minutes away. That's a professional-sized ice surface open for public skating. That's the kind of facility most cities charge a premium to live near and a premium to attend. Here, it's simply a 2-minute drive from your driveway and you pay by donation. Now here are the facts regarding the schools. Most of Westwood falls into the Westwood Elementary catchment, and that's kindergarten to grade 7. It's an active school with engaged parents and a genuine community feel. Worth knowing that some streets on the south side of the neighborhood fall into the Pedenhill Elementary catchment instead. Both are equally convenient. Whichever catchment your specific address falls into, you're not giving anything up on location. For secondary school, the catchment is PGSS. Go look at the Fraser Institute data yourself, talk to parents in the neighborhood, and if schools are a primary driver for your decision, visit in person before you commit. Links are all in the description. Downtown itself is 6 to 8 minutes by car. Everything else, CNC, UNBC, Costco, Pine Centre, the hospital, you already know those numbers. For transit, the Pine Centre Exchange is a 5 to 10 minute walk. That's the main hub for Prince George Transit, and it will take you anywhere in the city from one spot. Now for the things that don't show up on listing descriptions, safety is paramount. Westwood is not a high concern neighborhood. High owner occupancy means long-term stakes, established social fabric, neighbors who know each other. That said, it is still a city, so walk the streets at different times of day before you commit. Regarding traffic, Aspika Boulevard and Westwood Drive both carry meaningful volume during peak hours. Buy directly on either of those corridors, and that's your reality. One street back, however, and it's noticeably quieter. Just know what you're buying before you make an offer. Regarding the housing stock age, most of what you're buying here was built between 1960 and 1985. Budget for some updates. Electrical panels, plumbing, insulation, you get the idea. Get a good inspector and build in a contingency. The bones are solid, the systems may need a bit of attention. If you're an investor watching this, Westwood deserves your attention for a different set of reasons. You can still find fixer-uppers in the high 200s to mid 300s in this neighborhood. Renovate properly, and you're looking at an after-repair value in the mid 400s to low 500s. That spread is where the BRRRR strategy works in the city. Buy, renovate, refinance at a new value, pull your equity back out, and repeat. Westwood is one of the few neighborhoods left in Prince George where that math still makes sense. And the rental demand here is not transient. UNBC, CNC, and the hospital generate a consistent pool of students, nurses, faculty, and tradespeople who need to be central and tend to stay put. That reduces your vacancy risk materially compared to other parts of the city. So Westwood, southern side of the bowl, right where the city services are. A housing stock built for sweet income, a townhouse entry point at Beech Crescent, a golf and curling club across the street, and a fixer-upper market that still makes the investor math work. Do your own research on the schools, get a good inspector, know what streets you want to be on. And if central, convenient, and financially smart is what you're looking for in a Prince George neighborhood, Westwood belongs on your shortlist. Navigating the Prince George real estate market doesn't have to be stressful. I have a free seller's guide if you're planning to list, and a relocation guide for anyone moving to Prince George. But if you're looking to buy and want more tailored information, ask for my home buyers program. On top of the buyer's guide, I'll send you exclusive weekly videos and emails to walk you through the process step by step. Just comment the word guide down below, tell me which one fits your lifestyle, and I'll send the link right over. And when you're ready to actually look at homes or list your property, the easiest way to connect is to call, text, or email. All those details are right there on the screen. See you in the next video.